The government received the ASIO advice and moved quickly. Some in the coalition argued the Iranian Revolutionary Guard should have been prescribed as terrorist group long before.
Yeah, there's certainly a good argument for that because we know the Revolutionary Guard is a terrorist organisation, and worse still facilitated terrorism in Yemen, Lebanon, Gaza, the West Bank, all their proxies. But if previous governments had prescribed the Revolutionary Guards, then Iran would have expelled our ambassador and closed the embassy. So this has obviously been considered for many years, going back to the Howard government. Is the price of prescribing the Revolutionary Guard, which will have zero effect on their activities, worth losing the embassy? I think by this time, the Australian embassy in Iran wasn't able to achieve much. It was one of the few remaining Western embassies still operating, but carrying out acts of anti-Semitism and terrorism on Australian soil demanded this action.
On the subject of charisma, you mentioned the word earlier. I heard very good reports about the opposition leader's speech at the Midwinter Ball. She's starting, look, it's a long way back, but she's starting the march, isn't she? She's showing a bit of personality and who she is and where she's been.
Oh, that's good. Certainly, Tim. I believe Susan Lee does have the personal qualities to lead the coalition and to become a future Prime Minister. But she's bedevilled already by the net zero target of 2050 when you've got major...
They need to get that right.
They've got to get it right, but how do you get it when you've got several within the National Party already staking out their ground? There's an internal process. I wish they would all adhere to it. Probably the mistake she made was to say that it would be 12 to 18-month inquiry and to settle the policy. No, it has to be brought to a head within 3 months so that it is settled and she can move on.
Now, the Deputy PM was in Washington. He met with Vice President Vance, Secretary of State Rubio and Deputy White House Chief of Staff Stephen Miller. There was a bit of a kerfuffle in and around the Defence Secretary. What did you make of it all?
Well, I think the whole trip is shrouded in mystery and confusion. How much time did he spend with the American Vice President and the Secretary of State Rubio?
Enough to shake hands. Yeah.
Enough to and get the selfie. And how much time did he spend with the Defence Minister Peter Hegseth? I doubt very much. And why was he there in these circumstances? He leaves Australia on a Sunday afternoon when Parliament's starting the next day, is back in Australia by Wednesday. There are things called telephones and video conference calling. I think it is part of...
Is it a visit aimed at paving the way for Trump-Albanese?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is it that important, though? Does he have to go and... Does he have to meet this bloke?
Well, yes. The short answer to that, economically and defence and intelligence community reasons, yes. I don't think there's any problem getting a meeting with Trump, but I think it's more Albanese wants it on his terms. He does not want the ritual humiliation in the Oval Office because Australia has not gone to 3.5%. You can see his response
every time he goes, we're going to do it our way.
Correct.
He's being defiant.
Correct.
Every single way.
And the election showed that Albanese believes the majority of Australians are anti-Trump and he won't lose domestically if he's seen to be standing up to Trump. But Trump will demand that that the Western alliance and America's allies go to 3.5% of GDP, no exceptions. And if Albanese wants a full-blown whistle stop at the White House and including the Oval Office meeting, which Trump demands, it seems, of all of his guests, then he must produce 3.5%, which he's unwilling to do. I think Albanese's trying to find the side meeting at an international conference or at the UN. Or at the UN.
We'll catch up with him.
It'll be short, it'll be brief. Trump will be distracted. There won't be the same media coverage and you won't have the majesty of the Oval Office to humiliate him. It is Albanese, not Trump, that's avoiding the meeting.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch. Get your popcorn and watch on with interest. Good to see you, Pete.
Thanks, Tim.